Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you watched my previous video, we talk about the fundamentals of aircraft airworthiness and introduce the part 21. Today we are taking the next step by exploring one of the most important concepts in aircraft certification, which is initial airworthiness. So whether you are an aerospace engineer, certification specialist, aviation student, or simply interested in how aircraft are certified, understanding the initial airworthiness is essential. So, without further delay, let's get started. When people hear the word airworthiness, they often think about aircraft maintenance or inspections. While those are certainly part of aviation safety, they actually belong to a different area known as continuing airworthiness. Initial airworthiness is completely different. I would say it begins long before an aircraft ever carries its first passenger. In simple terms, initial airworthiness is the process of demonstrating that an aircraft designed and manufactured comply with all applicable safety requirements before it enters service. Once those requirements have been met and satisfied, the aircraft can be certificated and approved for safe operation. Think of it in this way. Before an aircraft can commercially fly, someone has to prove that its structure is strong enough, its systems operate safely, its engines perform correctly, and its cabin provides an acceptable level of safety for passengers and the crew. So that evidence doesn't come from an assumption or assumptions. It comes from engineering design, analysis, testing, inspections, and regulatory compliance. This is what aircraft certification is all about. Under Part 21, initial airworthiness covers a wide range of certification activities. These include the approval of new aircraft designs through type certificates we call as TCs, approval of design changes, repair design approvals, environmental certification, certificate of airworthiness CFAs, permit to fly, the approval of design and production organizations. In other words, Part 21 provides the regulatory framework that governs how aeronautical products are approved before they enter service. Another important point is that initial airworthiness doesn't apply only to large aeroplanes. The same principle apply to helicopters, aircraft engines, propellers, and many other aeronautical products, although each category has its own certification specifications and technical requirements. Okay, throughout my career working with Part 21J design organizations, one lesson has become very clear. Certification is much more than producing the documents or the paperwork. Every drawing, every engineering report, every compliance statement, every test result, and every design review contributes to demonstrating that a product is safe for flight. Good certification engineers don't ask the question, does this modification work? They ask, can we objectively demonstrate the compliance with applicable regulatory requirements or certification requirements? That mindset is what distinguishes engineering from certification engineering. So, in the coming videos, we will dive deeper into the topics such as type certificates, changes to type certificates, major versus minor changes, certification basis, and the role of design organization approvals or DOS. These are the concepts that every aircraft certification professional should understand, and I'll explain them using the practical examples from the industry. So if you are finding this series useful, please consider subscribing to my channel and turning on the notifications so you don't miss any future episodes. Thank you very much for watching the video, and as always, stay curious, keep learning. I'll see you in the next video.